talked about it yesterday, that the final Avatar 2 was going to be coming out with Monday Night Football. Ann and I were out at a restaurant eating some wings when halftime hit. And sure enough, the trailer came on. I could barely hear a thing. So I watched the trailer. I'm like, okay, this looks beautiful. I'm not sure I know anything more about the film, though. I'll probably get to know a lot more once I go home and watch it and I can hear everything. Went home and watched it again. Still don't really know anything more about the movie. But I will say this. Oh, my God, this movie is gorgeous. Because it looked good on the TV screen in the sports bar. But I got home and I went to the John Campea Show theater room, popped it up on there, and I'm like, oh, my God, this is gorgeous. It's beautiful. But it's the final trailer, and I still don't really know what this movie's about. And I guarantee you this is going to hurt them. I really do. This movie's going to make a lot of money. Make no mistake. It's going to make tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of money. But it will underperform. It will not live up to its full potential because, I don't know, every time we've gone on about this movie is not letting anybody know what's going to be, then everybody says, well, John, they shouldn't give anything away in the trailer. And then the movie comes out and it flops and they go, gosh, I wonder why it flopped. Because you never actually told the audience what your fucking movie's about. You just, I made this analogy before and it's totally applicable. It's like walking into Best Buy and seeing just a blank white box on the shelf. Blank white box, $20. And you ask, oh, hey, what is this? Don't worry about it. We're Best Buy. We sell good stuff. You trust us, right? $20, just buy the blank box. I don't know that I want to put down $20 if I don't know what it is I'm buying. Just, you don't have to tell me you don't have to give me the schematic details of every circuit board. Just tell me what the product is. Nah, it'll be fun that it's a surprise. And we've seen a number of big high profile movies take this approach and then they end up flopping. And then everybody goes, and again, this movie is not going to flop. Avatar 2, The Way of Water, is going to make tons of money. But I guarantee you, in them making this big sales pitch, because that's what trailers are, they're your sales pitch. You're not even telling people what the movie's about. Mm-hmm. Again, there is a difference. I hate getting these lame jackasses who write to me and goes, well, John, what do you want them to just give everything away? Oh, yeah, because that's the only two options, right? Tell you nothing or tell you everything. There's nothing else. That's it. That's the only thing. Trailers for 75 years have been made, never being able to find the middle ground of telling you what the movie's about without giving away major details. Anyway, there's that. So listen, on one hand, I'm torn because this is a beautiful trailer. And I loved looking at it. And I'm buying my ticket without a trailer. It doesn't matter. I'm going, but I'm not the people they got to worry about. But I just can't believe you're 3 trailers in and what's this about? And they have not given us one lick about what this movie's actually about, other than, well, humanity's back. Well, okay, yeah, we figured that. And, well, there's going to be a fight. Okay, we figured that with any movie. I don't know. I was frustrated. As somebody who's really looking forward to this movie and who believes in its success, I was just frustrated that we didn't even get a lick of what this is about. Anyway, Rob, you saw the trailer. What did you interpret from it?
Well, I mean, look, it's spectacular looking.
It's gorgeous.
I mean, the underwater motion capture stuff, you can tell those actors are actually underwater. That it's amazing. But I would say that I think they told us a little bit, like, obviously, our tribe that we know goes to the sea and is displaced, and the people that are there are not necessarily pleased to see them. Like, you have to, if you want to stay here, you have to learn how to hunt. You have to learn our ways. You have to learn the way of water. If you're going to be a part of this.
Sorry, quick one thought, because you just remind me of something. One of the most interesting things about this, what's the race called again? The Na'vi?
Na'vi.
The Na'vi have different ethnicities.
Yes.
I didn't notice it until, I'm sure other people did, but I didn't notice it until this trailer, that the shade of blue that Sully is and his family is a different shade of blue than what this other tribe is. And so it's like, oh, actually that's pretty cool that they're having that even the Na'vi have different ethnicities.
And I'm sure that's all going to come into play.
Probably,
you know, the different, the ethnicities and all that. And I, you know, obviously that the unobtainium is still probably something everyone's looking for.
Great name, by the way. Fabulous name.
And other than that, I don't really know what's going on. Other than love is in the air, John. Young love, old love, people are in love.
That's always good. That never goes wrong.
No, never goes wrong. No jealousy there.
Cliff, you had a chance.
And the new Na'vi are pretty cool.
They are. No, everything visually.
I call them the Maori because they have facial tattoos like that are very Maori-esque. You know what this reminded me of? There's a great movie directed by Jeff Murphy, who is the second unit director on Lord of the Rings, called Utu, that stars, I think, Tamora Morrison.
I thought that was the band that Bono sings for. Sorry, please. That was.
I'm just saying.
That was I would not give myself the drum chef for that. That was terrible. That was awful.
It's a Maori warlord. The movie's fantastic, and I don't know why. There's no reason. I guess just because whenever I see Maori people, when I was in New Zealand, I always wanted to ask everybody. There it is. That movie is dope, and look at those facial tattoos. Very Avatar Way of Water-esque.
Anyway, Cliff, you had a chance to see this trailer. What did you think about it?
I'm with you. This feels like it's a weird convergence because it feels like they're saying, it's Avatar, right? Like, look at the name and look at they're blue and they're sort of piling on all of this iconography, but they're not really selling the story and they're kind of selling the brand. But the brand is like.
That's what Blade Runner 2049 did too.
Right.
They sold the brand. They didn't sell the.
But it's like it's been what 13 years.
It's
like,
man.
And the brand is like okay. The brand is fine. Like I'm not a huge Avatar fan. Sorry, but
no one's perfect.
They need to be able to. I know there was a lot of you guys that liked Avatar. No, I'm just kidding. But they're kind of selling just the fact that it's Avatar and kind of coasting on goodwill that I don't know that they have. And so like yesterday, no, look, I bought my tickets yesterday, but I didn't have any problem buying tickets. It wasn't like a Marvel movie or a Star Wars movie or something where you went in and it was like, it was crunch time when those tickets went on sale and Fandango crashed and this crashed. And it was like, I went in, a couple hours after tickets had already gone on sale. And I was like, oh, I got really good seats and I got the Dolby Cinema at this one, or I got the Chinese. We're going to go see it at the Chinese. It wasn't hard to do. And to me, that speaks to what you're saying, which is, I think that there's going to be a lack of enthusiasm moving into it. And now, if this movie is great,
it'll have legs.
It'll have legs. And that's all it really needs to do. And that's certainly what the first one did. And that's what Titanic did. And James Cameron, that's kind of his brand is legs. But if Disney especially is going into this thinking we're going to have a massive opening weekend, I think that they are maybe setting themselves up a little bit for failure because I don't know that it is going to be as front-loaded as some people think it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to catch. I don't think it'll hit like Wakanda Forever's. What was Wakanda Forever's 181?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll catch Wakanda Forever's 181 for opening. But then again, that's not been James Cameron's brand, right?
I didn't think Top Gun was going to make $100 million opening weekend. So what do I know?
Yeah. So, but I mean, his movies come out. Everybody realizes, oh my God, this is brilliant. And then it has massive legs. So we'll have to see whether that's the case. Question is for you guys. What did you think about the trailer for Avatar 2, The Way of Water? A couple of interesting things. Gorgeous visuals. I really like the fact that the Na'vi have different ethnicities in them and stuff like that. But I'm kind of frustrated that they're, like you said, I love the way you put it, they're not selling the story.
Let me ask you one quick question. They've had 3 trailers, correct?
Yes.
If you swapped the order of those 3 trailers, would you notice?
Nope, there was no progression.
Yeah, no.
The best ad campaigns for these movies, they have a progression.
Right.
There's the first teaser gives you a little bit of, this is what's coming. This is kind of the feel of this. Then the second trailer comes out, they start to establish what it is. And then the third trailer comes and it completes the story of the marketing, right? This is how much we're going to tell you, and it ends there. With The Way of Water, it could have been interchanged. You could have really had any of these trailers in any order you wanted.
I think that the thing that I'm most intrigued by is at the end of Avatar, the Na'vi kind of kicked out humanity and won. You saw the humanity kind of leaving and the Na'vi had taken over their encampment. But in this movie, we have Jake Sully and his family are displaced and they're back in force. Or
you say that with a very questionable vocal inflection, like maybe.
Well,
I'm curious though about this intervening stuff. So there's stuff that's happened, things that are gone down. I'm curious to see like what all that was, because I'm sure James Cameron is going to have a lot of commentary about displaced Indigenous people and a lot of that. And they didn't put that in the trailer because I'm sure they're like, we don't need to show people the political ramifications of this plot. But
all
I'm
right.
curious.
The question is for you guys. What did you think of the trailer? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below. and leave those thoughts there. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. This holiday season, the best deal in wireless can only be found at Mint Mobile. Right now, when you switch to Mint Mobile and buy any 3-month plan, you'll get another 3 months free. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order and activate from home with eSIM while saving tons on phone plans starting at just $15 a month. Guys, you know I've been using Mint Mobile long before this holiday deal, and I have to say, it is the perfect time to switch. Since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've been spending 1/3 of what I used to spend on my mobile service with the other big name company. And with this buy 3 months, get 3 months free, not only is it a great choice for you, but it makes great gifts for the people you love. Mint Mobile's best offer of the year is here. By going online only and with eSIM and eliminating the traditional costs of retail, Mint Mobile passes those significant savings on to you. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily and effortlessly with eSIM. Or if you need a new device, for a limited time, get 6 months of free service when you buy a selected device and plan. So guys, for a limited time, buy any 3-month Mint Mobile plan and get 3 more months free by going to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea.